the official partner of the NBA.
Yeah.
All right, who had a chance to see the Kevin Hart roast?
I did. I watched it.
The Kevin Hart roast was live on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix.
Yep.
Stop
mini skirts everywhere.
Hey, Netty. Hey, Netty.
Netflix. Yeah, the Kevin Hart roast was live on Netflix. If you tuned in, you were able to rewind it and start it from scratch. But I caught the entire thing. Interested to hear thoughts before I get. Yeah, actually, no. Some people out there are against bringing white people to the cookout. Not mad at y'all.
I'm one of them.
You against bringing white people to the cookout?
Yes.
So let's put those people to the side for a second. Some people ain't mad at white people coming to the cookout, but one harsh reality we got to deal with is some black people don't have good +1 credit with you.
Yes.
So you could bring the wrong white person to the cookout.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about Kill Tony being invited to this event.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Tony Hincklitch, whatever his name is, Kill Tony. And it hurts because he's funny. He's a funny racist.
He had a funny set, but I don't fuck with him.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Which is... That's the thing that gets you caught between a rock and a hard place. He is funny. But he's a racist piece of shit. And when it's a Joe Rogan event or a Tom Brady roast or a white person roast, I have no problem because I know how a lot of y'all really feel about us. So if that's where y'all want to get y'all shit off, go right ahead. That's y'all's space. At a black event with black excellence such as Kevin Hart, why the fuck do I need to see Kill Tony? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why is this a black event?
Well, it's because they're honoring Kevin Hart.
That's a good point.
It's not a black event, though. That's what I immediately.
An event for black people. An event honoring a black person.
Okay.
I do think that's an important distinction, though.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So,
It is very.
that was a good point.
Yeah, and I think Kev's comedy world is more complex than that.
True.
You know, I think he celebrates black comedians. His whole crew, Plastic Cup Boys, shout out to them, are great, all black comedians.
Shout out to Naeem, who we had up here.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Spank and the guys.
my guy.
You know how we feel about the guys. We love the guys.
But he also rocks with white comedians. He's a comedy legend, so he's in the mix with all those people. And also, there's a roast culture, especially at Comedy Central and at Netflix, that you're gonna see the Nikki Glazers, you're gonna see the Jeff Rosses, you're gonna see those people. So
Jeff Ross killed.
He did.
Jeff Ross killed.
I think he's an executive producer on the show too. So.
He should be. He should be.
And at every roast, he should
he's
be
a
asking
roast
involved. He's a roast master.
Kills.
But like you said, a couple of them picks, I was like, I don't know. And then some of it wasn't who was telling the joke, it was also who was writing the joke. Because, you know, some of the non-comedian celebrities that's up there, there's writers that are making these jokes for them. And it was like some of them it's like they made extra effort to make the joke as wild and cringy as possible. And sometimes it worked, and to me, sometimes a couple times it didn't.
A lot of times it didn't.
It was
The Kill Tony George Floyd joke was horrible. And I felt like Kev smiling during it was horrible, even if that's him with his game face on.
Yeah.
He has to keep that.
I'm about to say, what do you do in that moment?
He has to.
Like, I'm watching him get killed for that.
He has to keep the game.
But in that moment, and
there's nothing you can do in the moment.
Right.
The action, Oh, please.
What can you do? What?
Yeah,
Kick him
he's
off?
right. Yeah,
that's what you do.
You can make it look like you're not okay with that joke. The
Right.
same way, if you're in the shtick, you made it look like that when The Rock was talking about screwing your wife as a bit. It was a very uncomfortable bit. I thought that bit was cringy too,
Yeah, it was.
but I didn't put it on The Rock because he didn't write that.
The nipple
Tony
thing, too,
and
was...
the George Floyd shit. Actually, before he said the George Floyd shit, I was tight because they said Tony looks like. This was during somebody else's roast. I forgot. Maybe it was Pete. I don't remember. Tony looks like at the slave master that makes his slaves do musicals. That's funny. Everybody laughed. And he felt the need to get up and act that out and turn around to where all the black people were sitting line behind him and do the musical.
Conduct the shit.
Somebody needs to slap the shit out of him. That's not okay while we honor the black person. It's not okay. I get it. It's comedy. We can say what we want. Oh, it's edgy. It's a roast. Everybody gotta get him the fuck out of here. No, do that shit in fucking what's that part of Texas?
Yeah.
Austin. Do that shit in Austin at Joe Rogan's Comedy Club. Not here, not now. Get the fuck out of here. And he's funny.
No, he's funny.
He is funny.
I just think
But some
One battle after another Lizzo joke was very funny.
the who?
One battle after another Lizzo, the stairs. That shit was funny.
That shit was funny.
That was funny.
yeah, he said shout out to Regina Bell. Regina
No, he
Bell.
said Lizzo.
Not
Regina
Regina
Hall.
Regina Bell. I am an old fuck. He said, shout out to Regina Hall for winning the award for one battle after another. That's how Lizzo feels when she looks at the stairs.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hilarious.
No, that shit was funny. Bro, I think
I thought all of the jokes, I'm sorry, Ish. I thought all of the jokes about Cheryl,
Her husband.
Husband?
I love those.
I mean,
Yo,
Yeah.
I love those. I loved every joke about Cheryl's husband committing suicide.
I had to look up to see when it happened.
It's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
And then once I saw that it was in 1990, I'm like, all right. And Shane Gillis, who killed as the host,
I didn't like him as a
kept
host.
saying,
like him
I
either.
liked him as the host,
I love
but he
Shane
kept
Gillis.
saying, "Yo, I spoke to her."
no, and see, I think that matters. I think
Like,
if
I
you
talked
spoke
to
to the
these
person, even the racial jokes, if you spoke to the person, I think that comedians, they teeter the line. The really good ones, they teeter the line.
Yeah.
But you can overstep that line, my nigga. That George Floyd joke is
Yeah.
overstepping the line.
Agreed.
And it was in poor taste. The country was in an uproar over that shit. That shit wasn't funny. There's a lot of that. They really tackled a bunch of political shit in there.
They did.
It was a bunch of homosexual shit in there.
For sure.
A
Trans
lot.
shit in there. A lot.
It was a,
Zionist
there was
joke.
a
There getting
bunch
their
of
shit off.
Zionist shit in there.
See, but I enjoyed the old school, hey, we get
Don't give a
to
fuck.
it.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that aspect. So I want to differentiate between that and the jokes that I was uncomfortable with. And then I read the jokes that were cut out.
Yeah, the
So,
cut
okay,
jokes.
now we back to the BAFTA Awards where, okay, y'all did cut something out and y'all left the George Floyd joke
No,
in.
that was that. This is what they.
I
were
didn't
doing.
love the Pete Davidson, Charlie Kirk.
Well, that's what I was
Joke.
going to say.
That shit was not funny.
People might see it. I don't see it this way.
I don't.
But people might see it as we gave you we gave you one of these
We
and we
did it to
gave you one of
everybody.
these.
We did it to
And so because that room got dead silent, no
It
pun
did.
intended, with the Charlie Kirk shit.
That was a good joke.
It was a good joke, but
That was a
But
good
there,
joke.
it was clever. But I wouldn't make that joke.
Yeah, ever.
But
I wouldn't make it.
But I'm just saying, like you could. They gave both sides of the
but then
political
you got-
spectrum.
and the same way you could say that was a good Charlie Kirk joke because it might not affect
Somebody
us
could
as
feel like
much.
that about George
Somebody
Floyd.
could have said that was a good George
But I feel
Floyd
that's what
I'm
joke.
saying.
Yeah,
Well,
it just don't affect us. I mean, it affects
I
us.
started with I had a problem with that joke also.
But we give the wrong impression when because you go on record saying that you like dark jokes and you just say I like the old school way. So then this shouldn't is there
It's
a
still a
limit?
line. It's still
It's
a
a
line.
line,
For
bro.
me, there's
It's
still
a
a
But a
line.
line not with the old school. Not,
And the
not
Charlie
with
Kirk shit, again, I'm not with it. But if I'm trying to understand it, that's what they are calling political violence.
Yeah.
And was a big topic in that world. Anything political right this second is going to be.
sensitive.
I don't feel like that about police putting the knee to George Floyd for 8 minutes and killing him for all of us to see.
We don't feel like that.
I said
yeah,
it.
it's just us.
But I think both jokes are to me
but
over the line.
but when Kevin Hart is being celebrated, it is we.
Yes, true.
It is we.
True.
And see, that's what we differ there.
It's no time for me to figure out how they. Hey, at Joe Rogan event, I'm with it.
We differ there because
That's interesting.
I hear you say that, and I said this is just big money play. This is big business at this point. So now we get in the big names here to tackle everything. I don't look at it as yes, it's a Kevin Hart roast. We celebrating Kevin Hart, but also I'm looking at who's behind that.
Some of the people transcended the black culture at this point, and Kevin Hart is one of them.
Nah, but
He has, Joe.
Granted,
Oh, yeah.
granted, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not.
even the
I'm
list
not
of-
trying to dismiss what y'all are saying. We in the flow of the talk. So when I say nah, I'm not.
Yeah, I got you.
But for Kevin Hart, see, a common theme for Shane and a few of the people that went up there was Kevin Hart don't know how to say no. Kevin Hart, that was the joke.
There
for
was
the
some good
night.
jokes in that.
Oh, they was killing that.
It can be a funny movie, so, which means you pass on it. Cat,
Yeah, he
Cat
can't.
was hitting him with them.
He can't say no to nothing, and that right there highlights the difference for me between him and Dave Chappelle. Because there's not a moment where you're going to see Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is not going to be, for lack of a better term, there's not going to be a millisecond where he appeared to be cooned out.
Corner.
Agreed.
Corner.
And I think that's some of the slack that Kev has had to deal with. This is one of those instances for me.
Okay.
You got to know that those fine cameras are recording you, and that will be a moment in time, us being able to go back to Tony's bum-ass George Floyd joke and see your reaction. I'm getting too passionate on this, so I'll toss to one of y'all, but I didn't like it, and I keep having to see him because he's funny.
No, I think it was at the end of his set, and I think also a lot of those people, they left the discernment to the person speaking.
It was a lot of that. I'm
Because
not
they
reading
kept
that
saying,
one.
no, come back. No, bring that
I'm
back.
gonna do that one.
They was passing some of the jokes. Like, if they got the sense that you didn't want to tell that joke on a teleprompter, they would roll it. They were like, no, come back. I ain't finished. Draymond was like, no, bring that back. A few people said, bring it back.
Yeah, it was a couple
like,
of them.
We read in the room. So whoever's working the teleprompter saying, oh, no, that's a little too sensitive. Let's go back past it. That was at the very, very, very end of Kill Tony's set. So Kevin Hart probably was already, I'm not shooting him bail, he was already in the laughter, getting it out of it, and that was the very last joke before he got off the stage.
Kevin Hart is a master of ceremony, and the cameras were on. It's the same rule as up here, so I'm not going to kill him too much. That's just how I feel about Kill Tony.
Yeah.
But as for the rest of the event, I love the watches everybody had on. I got a chance to see. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Tom Brady, I thought did a remarkable job. He was great.
He killed.
What's the dude's name? Big Jeff?
Big J.
Big J.
Big J? He was funny.
He was funny.
I liked him.
He was funny.
I like the story about the
it.
He was
$10,000.
sincere. He was sincere.
That was fire, that
fire.
story. His demeanor, I liked all that. Pete Davidson, I thought, did a really good job. That joke where The Rock said to Pete Davidson, you look like a black person as a white
face that went back to white.
Playing the black.
He smoked that joke.
That was
That was just a
That
really
shit was funny,
That was a
dog.
really good joke.
Because it makes your brain think, and then they showed the close-up on Pete, you like, oh,
you
shit.
see it.
That's funny, dog.
I want to shout out Chelsea Handler's breasts. Them shits was breasting.
They were.
It was.
Old ass Chelsea Handler.
No, I think everybody did their thing.
No,
I think,
slow down. We on Chelsea Handler, nigga. Don't try to move past good white milk. Not you. We honoring Chelsea Handler, nigga. Did you see her?
That wasn't good.
Got milk. This shit move?
Hold on. That wasn't good.
This is the face.
I'm asking you.
Did your shit move a little bit?
Ain't my
Them
thing.
shits was bouncing.
Not even remotely.
You would.
Would I pop?
Yeah.
Of course I pop.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what I'm like.
He
Wait.
confused us when he asked
Yo, he
cool.
fucked me up for
Yeah.
a second.
Nah, you know how much?
That shit was all right.
And Draymond hit it with that
Oh,
joke.
you for the money.
Oh yeah, he a gigolo. He a gigolo.
Mini skirt.
Yeah, word. Mini skirt.
Draymond said he wouldn't hit because Draymond don't hit threes.
That was
a
a good joke.
Fam,
That's a good joke.
She really was getting her ass whipped up there.
She was.
And she was taking that shit like a G. Like, they was kicking her ass.
Not more than Cheryl Underwood.
Nah,
Yeah,
Cheryl
shit.
caught it
And
bad.
she was funny
man.
too.
They
I guess
both
she had a
did.
business.
No.
No.
Fam,
Man,
they told
everybody-
that bitch
No.
she swallowed all of the niggas that was assaulting niggas, the gangs, the black kids, and it was like,
Fam, that
some
nigga-
of them were armed and dangerous. Like, what?
No, they smoked that.
Bro,
too.
they was killing her the whole fucking night.
But
I think Cheryl caught it the worst.
She did.
They
Cheryl
was
definitely
killing.
caught
They
the
was
worst.
killing her
We
for being
emotionally
for
feel
being
like-
being a whore, which is a choice.
But it's also
and
abortions.
fucking, and
She don't
fucking
have no
black
kids.
men.
No. But
She
those
was
are also
straight 4 times in the grill at
Wait, wait.
Benihana.
But those are also the part that those are also jokes that she makes.
Yeah, I think that's different from.
You get what I'm
Cheryl.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
Cheryl-
if she makes those jokes and puts that out there, and then people are now just when they roasting her do that, it's a little
That's
different.
how I feel. That's how I feel
Cheryl
about
don't
people.
make them jokes about herself like that, bro.
there was too many jokes just about skin tone for me.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
They said that Cheryl is so black. They had the book Draymond for color balance.
That shit was funny.
I
bro.
fell out.
So
But it was-
what?
But it
That
was
shit
still
was funny.
I don't give a
That
fuck.
shit was funny.
That was a funny ass
You
joke.
racist, nigga.
Fuck what you
Yo,
want.
that
shit
was
was funny.
I'm looking at you
Yeah, you
different
better.
today.
Yeah. You better watch the joke.
I
you
don't
laugh
think
at,
that
nigga.
shit is funny. Like,
You just said it was funny.
No, that joke was funny. I don't think some of that shit is funny.
Marc,
I think
when do-
a lot of that shit you teeter the line with, and I'm not really with that.
When can we move? We as in like we in the comedy world. When will the comedy world ever move past this? No.
No,
No,
I
right?
think, and I remember if you watch you watch a lot of comedy, like from like 2020 until like maybe like 2024, 2025. All the comedy bits were comedians complaining about wokeness and complaining. It was like their whole bit was complaining about how they're pissed at
They
the world
can't-
having to
yeah.
think about
Yeah,
this shit.
they can't be-
So they're going extra hard now. I don't think comedy will ever get. They see it as a sacred space, and I get it. I ain't mad at that.
How do we feel about Katt Williams?
Okay,
Let's get into
I got feelings
it.
about
Let's
this
talk
one.
about it.
So first, I love that he was there.
Well,
Same.
before you do that, you got to talk about Regina Hall because she introed.
She smoked.
Her
She
shit.
She's the best. Y'all love
And
her.
dog,
Channeling his dead
that
moms.
shit was fire.
That was crazy.
Bro.
We talking about some dark shit?
No,
Yeah.
nigga.
First of all, no comedian that touched that stage would even think to say something to her.
They couldn't.
They went up there and said, "You know what? I'm skipping because
Yeah.
that's royalty."
Yeah.
And
Ain't no smut on her. What
Yeah, it's hard to bring.
she was up there just so beautiful and elegant and classy.
She lulled us to sleep.
I tell
You
my
didn't even see
girl,
it
I
coming.
say, is she married? Who's up in Google? Let's look something up.
She didn't like some of them jokes either, too.
She didn't. You could tell.
You can see her face.
tell.
like,
But she killed her bit, and
She
then
did.
she intro Katt.
Yeah. When I heard his voice, he was like, "I'm the last nigga you want to see." I was like,
I'm the
"Nah,
last nigga they thought would be up here.
That's
I
not
said,
Katt Williams. No way.
We needed that.
We
We
definitely.
definitely needed that.
That's fire.
That was a moment.
Yeah, a moment of black greatness.
True.
Not to be overshadowed by poor white people skin tone jokes. And poor as in character, not wallet.
I think that.
But Katt,
I'm sorry.
you're-
Go ahead,
yeah,
Marc.
go
I
ahead.
had strong Katt. So first, I was happy to see him there. Some people thought it was a play, a money play. It's important to know they squashed that beef about a year ago, behind the scenes.
Okay.
Katt Williams and Kevin Hart. So this wasn't new. I like the drama of bringing them out, but I just want people to know that's a real. They really did important work. Like
I don't think Katt Williams would have been up there for the check.
right.
Nothing about him says he moves.
I don't
for
think
the check.
Katt Williams would have
Well,
been. Up
I
there
agree.
for the
Although that was one of his jokes.
Well, and also I want to
I agree
say,
with
squashing something behind the scenes, one thing. Squashing something publicly for the world to see
It's fire.
is
another.
you know,
I'm with
so
you. I'm with you. I just heard a lot of
commend
people on the internet acting like they were pretending
was a
to
money
squash
play,
it just
yeah.
for this thing, and I'm like, nah, they really did some shit. As far as the bit goes, though, again, I got a high bar for Katt Williams.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go a little harder, personally.
I thought the first 3 or 4 minutes weren't as good as the last 3 or 4 minutes of it, and some of them jokes still felt a little bit like they didn't feel like he was joking, and so they didn't feel funny to me. They felt a little bit like you stole my whole bit. Some of it felt a little bit like the material from the Shannon interview, so it didn't feel good to me. I wasn't offended by it. I just didn't laugh at it. The second half, he cooked.
See, for me, I felt like the genius of Katt was to take everything that he said in the Shannon interview and build the jokes around it, which I thought he did a real good job. Hey, I said over there that I'm hating on him, and he takes all my shit, and he expounded on
He
it.
said he used to be a 6'3" white man. That was funny.
The
That
6'3"
was,
white
that
man
shit
shit.
was
That was Katt was hilarious. The pink Jordans with that blazer was hilarious. I don't know what the fuck Katt had going on. But
Did y'all think he was funny? Did y'all like the Katt set?
No,
I like-
loved
It was cool.
And I think
I
that-
wasn't blown away by
That's
it.
how I feel.
Yeah.
It was cool.
But you
think- I
weren't
thought-
going to be blown away by
The moment
it
was
because
more
of
important.
power dynamics.
Not just that. This was more about the moment.
The moment was more
What I
important.
saw. What I saw in this was the same thing I saw with the Gucci Jeezy verses. Like niggas don't know that they talk. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Wow.
I can.
That's a new record even for you.
No, it's not.
you got to travel more.
If you would allow me to speak,
Let
I
me
can
talk.
explain it. In that verses, they spoke beforehand. People didn't know that. They got there on stage. They do their thing. Gucci got his shit off, and that was part of the public
Agreement.
part. Yo, I'm gonna get my shit off on you. We could be whatever after this, but I gotta get my shit off face to face with you. It felt like Katt Williams did the same shit. They, like you said, they squashed this beforehand. Nobody knew it.
Okay.
I don't got that.
Hold up for a minute.
Speak.
I have to jump in here.
Why?
I didn't want to jump in.
Face to face with you. It felt like Katt Williams did the same shit. They, like you said, they squashed this beforehand. Nobody
Yo.
knew it.
Okay.
I don't got that.
Hold up for a minute.
Speak.
I have to jump in here.
Why?
I didn't want to jump in.
Yes, you
I
did.
have to jump in. Point taken, right? Jeezy and Gucci talk behind the scenes. Yo, yada yada, they piece it up, say whatever they say. They get out there and Gucci disrespects this nigga to oblivion. So okay, they spoke behind the scenes and this may be the bit, but publicly I'm disrespecting you to oblivion. That's where I highlight the difference between the power dynamics and the Katt shit, is because Katt seemed like, okay, they spoke behind the scenes, but there's a certain reverence I'm going to have.
Well, it's only so far I
I'm
can
gonna approach it
disrespect.
differently.
Yeah.
Not just that. It's only so far I can disrespect you. It ain't the exact same situation.
At the event that's honoring you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only so far I can take it. But
I
he
think
still
Katt-
got his shit off, and he made it. A lot of that shit felt like he still had some hatred in him. Whether
Yes,
it was
it did,
acting
for
or
sure.
whatever,
That's
or
what made
whether
it
it
not
was
feel funny to
just
me.
me getting my
I
shit
I
off.
didn't take nothing he said as a joke, and that's what made it more ill to me.
Yeah,
I thought he was dead ass the whole time.
The flyest
And that's what
shit
made it
to
not
me,
funny to me.
was when Kev finally went up and was like, y'all said I can't act. That shit right there was all an act. I was like, oh, that was a nice little callback. He cleaned that up.
I didn't love the Kev set either.
I cut it off
respectfully.
when he did came back.
I ain't
Oh,
even
nah,
seen
I haven't seen that part yet.
I didn't see his whole
He
side.
didn't need the gunshots and all that shit.
I cut it right off.
Nah,
he
I
was
let
doing
that
too
whole
much
shit go.
acting for me. Oh, y'all thought I wasn't gonna get my man? Oh, you line him up. Dog.
Yeah,
Him and The Rock with that whole, oh yeah, Kev with the, hey, all my business partners out there, advertisers, Citibank, Chase, I'm letting you know, this next 10 minutes, this ain't even me. This ain't even wise for business, but I got it. I'm shooting back. Oh, fuck up. The Rock.
Oh, that's what he did? Okay.
Yes, he did
I
that
didn't see it
whole
set yet.
kid and caboodle. The Rock more than saying, what was The Rock out there saying, nigga?
Rock was drunk.
The Rock was drunk.
The Rock was lit.
And that's
He was
why.
lit.
I think Kev was lit
I
too.
think the Rock shit was a lot because he's a performer
shit
when
was
it comes to that.
ad-lib.
Yeah, a lot of
And
that
that's
Rock
what
shit
made that
he
shit-
did on the spot.
And
you
that's
could
what
see
made
it.
that shit way more
Yup.
cringy to me
I don't
because
think
he
he
kept
did.
talking about fucking his wife and he was drunk. All that shit was not teleprompter jokes, my nigga.
Yeah.
All that shit was not teleprompter
He
jokes.
was not funny
kept-
at all.
No, it was funny.
It was
but
funny.
when the nigga keeps talking
But
about
he-
fucking your wife,
It might have
and
been
fucking
funny
your
if he was ugly.
and fucking your wife.
You seen that nigga?
He just kept.
I almost changed it. I almost fast forward through that nigga shit.
The whole suck the titty thing was weird to me.
Oh, sit on my lap.
Yeah, that was all.
Sit on my lap.
Then even
Suck
after
the
that,
titty.
don't worry about it. Yo,
Yo, she gonna sit on my
you
lap.
do it later.
Yeah, that shit ain't. He
Yeah.
went too far.
That's
You
not
was-
funny to me.
you
That's never gonna be
shoot
funny to
it-
me.
Yo, you saying that
And even
once?
my wife and I
It
like-
ain't funny if the niggas drop dead, gorgeous.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but wait, but then. Oh, shit.
Yo, you crazy? Yo, I'll talk now. Now I'll talk.
You think that was wise?
We was watching it.
Oh shit,
You know,
yo.
I was gonna react.
Did Power Wives start? Why you got a void? What? Oh, shit. Fuck freeze. I mean, he wasn't. No, but he was looking good up there. I mean, you can't hate.
Yo, you look like The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm dead ass.
She got type.
Hey, yo, big dog. That's
Yeah.
That's funny.
yo, nah.
Nigga look like The Rock.
Holy shit!
Joe.
After you smoke it?
I saw a hockey assist coming. I saw it. Now you want to get involved.
Thank you.
Yo, that's funny.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't have been comfortable with all that. Y'all would have been?
No,
No,
not
nigga,
at all.
no.
No, that shit wasn't funny.
It was
And
carrying.
she
It's
laughing.
carrying on.
And-
One
and-
little
and-
joke is
look,
cool, but
look, and she laughing.
No,
Right.
he just. What did she do in that
I
moment?
don't
Even if she-
care.
That's
The
what I'm
Rock
Go to the
was-
bathroom.
The Rock
Even
was
if
up.
she
It
felt-
wasn't a button on that shirt button.
No,
That shit was down to the
Navel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga look like money, bro.
What?
The only thing that saved, well, we joking, of course, because the Rock Kev, they would never do that. It's all a bit. But when they pan to Kev wife, and she's like, oh. It's like, oh, that separates it. That little ring started doing a dance. She said, I said, up.
Got it.
Reminder. Yep. That'll keep them straight.
Look at this nigga. Look, the nigga that attack wives.
That
That
nigga,
fuck
could
wives.
go, that nigga could go get the same. Fuck you talking about?
Hey,
that?
yo, boy.
Well, maybe he
they
can.
both
but,
pushing a beat.
But in that,
She did the right thing.
Stop. No, stop.
He about to-
No ish. No.
No what?
You cannot keep putting $1 billion in
I
everybody.
said pushing a beat.
What's pushing?
If they at
If you
six,
say that, I'm thinking 9-ish.
6, 7 is
Who we
pushing
talking
a
about,
beat.
Kev or Rock?
You talking
The
about
Rock.
both? He said both of them.
The Rock is pushing the beat.
Is he?
Nigga, we gotta
I would
gotta
have him
stop
at
just
3
putting
or 4.
$1 billion on people.
It's a lot. It's
It's a lot. It's a lot. We gotta.
Hey,
and what I'm saying.
they got the Rock at around 800 though.
Bruh, he's pushing
I
the
mean,
beat,
of course, this ain't official. We don't
He's
never
pushing
know.
the beat, bro.
But what I'm telling
shit
you is
put me-
this, because we'll argue about that later.
Damn.
In that moment, the Rock chain and Kev chain was doing different things. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's your shit.
Oh, you think the Rock was dimming himself down?
No, I just
Like
came
Marc
up here.
do on this podcast?
I came up here on some.
Oh, whoa.
I came up here on some chill out shit with a button down. You came up here, you being celebrated. Kevin Hart is a watch aficionado. That nigga's the watch game is up there with Jay-Z's. But If he wanted to really go crazy and glisten, he could have came up there and glisten. They both dumbed it down with the all black on. We
Oh
chilling.
no, that was multi-million black. That wasn't regular black.
No,
That wasn't a black.
The dye
That
looked
was
different.
right.
No, the dye was different.
That wasn't a black that we could go out and purchase.
Yeah. That sound like at the store. Yeah. That's
Talking about they
other
was
black.
calm. They
Yeah.
was not calm
At all, yeah.
That shit was
You talking
billionaire chic.
You talking about glistening? That nigga Tom Brady shit was
Glistening.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock shirt looked like
It was made
can't-
around his body.
it can't-
Like a nigga
Stand right there, big dog.
Yeah, stand there, my nigga.
Now I
Yes,
think
my
about
nigga.
it, she goes, look at your Rock shirt. That shirt's a nice girl.
Don't you eat a Cheeto in this part. That nigga The Rock looked like he came in that bitch like he couldn't breathe, yo. Them niggas look rich.
The Rock shirt looked like it wouldn't wrinkle if you balled it up and stepped on it.
Wet it.
If you tried to iron wrinkles on it, it looked like it wouldn't wrinkle. I don't know what material that shit was.
Yeah.
some new
Shout
shit.
out to Rock, yo.
Rich.
You on the Rock. He don't like black girls. Sit down.
That's not true.
You gotta put that on a
You
nigga.
got it. Don't matter. You got it. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta lie on them niggas.
That's
Facts.
funny, son.
Don't get your feelings hurt. They'll make an exception for your girl.
Nigga,
Stop, Joe.
and
Talk about, that nigga don't like white girls.
that whole room was A-list.
Watch this.
Wait, stop.
That whole room was A-list. All them niggas was in there.
Wait, The Rock couldn't even walk by the white girl. You see the girl?
He knocked out the way.
He had to move
He
the
was
girl.
drunk, yo. That bitch moved.
Rock was drunk as shit,
Yeah,
bro.
he was drunk.
I'm telling you,
He was drunk, bro. Yo,
Nah, they look good up
That nigga
there.
went up there
They
and turned
did.
up.
I didn't like The Rock's fucking Draymond joke about his name and his parents. They just put a D in front of Raymond. Then he just started putting a D. Oh, they said you.
No, when he said his parents were, he said, it's the blackest shit in the world. Where they just took a D and put it on front of a white name and made it Draymond D on top of Raymond.
I gotta get a good. I gotta
I
get
gotta
a.
see the whole thing.
I gotta get a look at the writers' room, but we're gonna keep it low right now.
Right.
Netflix, we. I mean,
I think
You
Draymond.
know what was in there. You know what that
Yeah,
room was
what's
like.
that You know who wrote all
You
that.
know who wrote that shit.
Netflix squashing this talk. Yo, enough of this, y'all.
Netflix.
Nah, I don't think we gave
To
enough
the
props to Lizzo. I think Lizzo killed.
She bodied.
She was great.
She
I
did.
think Lizzo killed. I think Draymond killed. You could tell he was mad
He
nervous.
was nervous as
You
hell.
could tell he was nervous as shit, but I think he still timing is a big part of comedy.
It is,
And if
yeah.
you're not a professional comic, your timing gonna be off.
Yeah, his timing wasn't perfect. Even
Yeah.
when he delivered the Chelsea Handler joke,
Yeah.
it worked because the joke was so good.
Yeah.
but his timing wasn't.
He
exactly
paused
right.
for that one. He was like, "Cause I don't shoot threes. I don't take threes or some shit.
don't hit
I don't
threes.
hit threes.
I don't hit
That
threes,
shit was
yeah.
funny, but I think all of them did a really good job.
Yeah, I
shout
overall
to them.
enjoyed it.
Same.
Yeah, no, it was good. That joke they said about fucking Steph carried Draymond there.
That was funny.
It was good.
I
It
ain't
was some
see
good
that.
shit.
That
I
was
just
Tom.
did.
I think I was Tom upset.
Kill Tony be blowing my. I don't feel like as a black man I should have to keep seeing him.
I know.
Niggas change the channel.
He was. And remember, for the audience, this is the dude that was at the Republican convention making the jokes, calling New York, what do you call it, Puerto Rico a garbage island, and he saw all the racist shit at the Republican convention too.
Dog, Shane Gillis, the entire show kept saying about Kill Tony, yo, I'm not joking. He's really a racist.
Yeah, he was.
No, he really feels like that. Y'all just keep thinking that is comedy, but this is him. That's why everyone hates him.
Yeah.
He said that at least 3 to 5 times
And
on this
Shane,
shit.
I don't think Shane did the best hosting job. I've seen him be way funnier.
He just
He wasn't on his A game.
his comedy style is kind of awkward. So being the MC, it made it kind of awkward.
Possible.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
still enjoyed him.
He was
I think he's one of my favorite
He was
comedians.
just all right. He's
Yeah.
way funnier than that. He was just all right as the host.
Then Kill Tony almost fake dropped the N-bomb
Said
with
Ninja.
Ninja. Yeah,
Said
get him the
Ninja.
fuck. All right, I'm done with it.
Again, you not reading
I'm
the
done
room,
with it.
bro.
joke
No,
wasn't-
I am
I'm
reading the
not
room,
Nah,
bro.
you bugging.
Yo,
What was
y'all-
the joke again?
He was. What did he say?
Because I forgot.
It was something about.
Black people.
I don't want to. Yeah, it was
No,
something
yeah,
about
Bart,
black
chill,
people.
Bart,
Yeah,
chill,
yeah,
Bart.
yeah.
Bart, you good.
It was
with
about
us.
fighting. It was
You
about
good,
fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fighting. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that shit
Hence the ninja thing.
And so it was
Yeah.
like a double play on Ninja. Yeah, it was.
It was cringy a little bit, but yeah.
I thought this was one of his best. I didn't like.
No, he was funny.
Much of what he
Some
did.
of his shit was very funny.
But
But
that
some of it-
Ninja
That
shit
one was right at the
and
line for me.
George
That one I
Floyd
like.
Yeah.
George Floyd was
That
was
was
far
one,
past
yeah.
the line for me. I didn't like the Charlie Kirk one either. That's
I
not a
didn't
joke.
either. I didn't either.
And I love dark humor, but you know what I mean. But just I don't know. It's just too soon.
Let's see if I can get Chelsea Handler up here for you, big dog.
For who?
See if I can run the play again like I be doing for you in the morning.
I'm cool. You ain't run no play
See if
for
I can
me.
run the play again.
You haven't ran the
see if
play
I can
for
make
me
your
in
day.
decades.
See if I can make your day at work again.
When
You
you
know what I
made
mean?
my day.
I keep making your day, keep making your face light up, legs go on the airports.
No, you did.
See if I can.
Ever.
See if I can do it for you.
It's cool.
She'd probably be a good guest.
Possible.
She would be.
Super funny,
I
super
think so.
talented, super smart.
Yeah, I think so too. And fuck black dudes. Oh, that might take you off the list.
It might be.
I'm gonna tell her you black before she meets you.
Okay.
So while we're here, do we want to talk about watches or do we want to talk about Caitlin Clark popping up with racist? I feel like both of them are viable
Before we do
transitions.
that,
Natural segues.
Before we do that though, because I noticed something else too. Once the roast dropped, it seemed like there was a hit piece going around about Kevin Hart.
I saw that too, yeah.
Because it seemed like the second that happened, everybody started reporting about how bad his Heartbeat company was doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was from Bloomberg. Bloomberg dropped the article the next day. What?
Timing.
Timing is
Timing.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
speaking to
yeah.
the timing of it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Got it.
Definitely a hit piece.
Like I'm highlighted tonight. This is a big deal. Even prior to that, he had the other Netflix show, Funny AF.
Yeah.
And that led into the roast, and then boom, we dropped this.
In
piece right
entertainment, unless you have every detail in the world, there's no way to ever know if A was done because of the timing of B, or if B was done because of the timing of A.
True.
Oh, that's fair.
True.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That is true.
I saw it both ways. I saw some people saying, "Oh, the Netflix shit dropped. Must have known this was in the pipeline." Yada yada yada. And you had to know what's in the pipeline because the article states we spoke to current and former employers. I'm assuming word got back to you. So
Yeah.
But either way, the roast was great.
It was.
And I don't know how much stock I'm putting into that article. Even though the world would be surprised. Y'all think I come in here and run my mouth? I don't. I suppress a lot and I'm very filtered. Y'all would be surprised if I ever gave the list of people that I think are upside down.
You mean financially upside down?
Yeah. Business wise.
Yeah.
It's doing bad.
That's
what the article says. Yeah.
Yeah, the article,
Really bad.
and I don't want to delve into too much. Just
Me neither, because
Yeah, we're here to celebrate
Kevin Hart
I want to
right
celebrate
now.
him, but the article was just saying there's a lot of turmoil in the company.
Got it.
I don't know what's true. I do know that a lot of times disgruntled employees say things. I don't know what's true.
And
and
tell
what's not.
lies.
Yeah, exactly.
That was way too
Or
spicy.
That was
even if-
Tito's.
Even if it's true that his company is not killing shit, that don't necessarily mean he ain't on top of a mountain.
True.
Yeah, and they weren't suggesting otherwise.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and this is a company that was valued at $650 million a couple years
Nigga,
ago. so-
Jumanji 4 coming out.
right?
He don't own that.
And he just had 2 shows on Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Back to back.
He's
And
doing
he's
great.
got the new movie coming out with Tiana, the comedy. Shout out to Tiana. She did great.
Yeah.
She did great. She was cool. And it's just good to see Tiana. Even
Yeah,
if she
word.
ain't do great. We looking at Tiana.
Oh, okay.
He did great.
She's like The Rock. I stopped listening with that nigga saying I was in a trance, man. That's how I stopped hearing the jokes.
He's about to go sit on his lap.
Oh shit! You wanted to go get a tutu?
Yeah, come on with that tune.
Crazy, yo.
Then nigga gonna put his dad on the screen. You're like, all right.
Yo, that shit wasn't funny.
Yeah, why? Yeah,
Comparing dads is fucked
The
up.
Rock was on bullshit.
No,
yo.
fam, comparing dads when you got Rocky Johnson up there, who pecs is sticking out the
Yeah, his father was
Then
there.
you put this nigga father.
That was crazy.
It is all right. We're gonna change the picture. Put another one up there. It's a fucking mugshot.
Mugshot,
All right.
yeah.
Yo, that's
What we doing?
crazy, my nigga. That
That's-
nigga
see,
father
see,
was sitting on a crate.
See, to me, that speaks to
They coolness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell they cool.
If that was ever y'all at the event in that situation, do y'all know what pick of y'all dads y'all would want them to use?
He already knew that pick was that. That was a bit. Cause he said, "Yo, how you just gonna get my father like that on that fucked up ass picture?" Da, 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 da. He like, "Oh, all right, we're gonna get another picture for you," and then put the mug shot up there. It was almost like it was rehearsed. That shit.
Yeah,
was
it was
funny,
definitely
my nigga.
rehearsed.
He definitely rehearsed.
That was
Well, I know.
But to answer your question,
I'm
yes.
still asking my question.
Yes.
But thank you for breaking
Yes,
it down
yes,
for me.
yes.
You do
I
know.
got a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got none.